You know, I've been sitting here today thinking about some of the problems. You know, we got a lot of problems in this country. We got a ton of problems in this country. Every single day there seems to be a new problem. But you know what one of the biggest problems is? This country has a money problem. This country's got a big money problem. We, me, you, and everybody else, we all have a money problem. And you know what that problem is? We are not in control of our money. I want you to think about everything you've been taught about your entire life. Think about this. Where have you been taught to put your money your entire life? You've been taught to put your money in things like retirement accounts, right? 401ks. You've been taught to literally give up control of your good dollars today and put them away for someday in the future. Think about your money today. Your money is worth the most today. It will never be worth more than it is today, especially when they print $2 trillion in debt. $2 trillion they print. That money derives its value directly from your current dollars, meaning that inflation kicks in and your money's worth less. So if your dollars are worth the most today, why do we give up our good dollars? Well, we do things with money we would never do with things that money buys. We literally would never go out and buy a loaf of bread and put it in our freezer for 5, 10, 15 years and then come back and open the freezer door and eat that loaf of bread. We wouldn't do that. You wouldn't go buy a car and wait 5, 10, or 15 years to drive that car, would you? No, you wouldn't. And you certainly wouldn't go buy your dream house and wait 5, 10, or 15 years to drive your car. But yet we put money in retirement accounts for the hopes of retiring and sailing off into the sunset someday. And you know what the problem is? It never freaking happens because things get in the way. Life gets in the way. The problem with our money is we have not been taught to be in control of that money. We give it up. We give up control. Every day you're giving up control. You're making deposits in the bank. You're making deposits in your 401k. You are not putting your money in your control, which means your debts, because now that you gave up your control, what do? You borrow, you borrow, you borrow. You use credit cards. You swipe those cards. You keep buying the things you want. You keep racking up debt, and you become trapped. Financially trapped. You're on the financial hamster wheel now because you can't get to your money without paying a penalty, or maybe this is a racket. You put your money in the bank. You put your money in the bank and you leave it sit there, that sacred emergency fund, that savings account that you're so concerned about losing. It just sits there making less than 1% or maybe 2% if you're lucky. But you know what? Inflation historically has been 2 to 3%. So if you're losing 2 to 3% a year on your money, and your money's sitting in a savings account earning 2 or less, what are you thinking? You're losing money every single year, but yet you've got that money in your savings, so you feel nice and warm. You feel super good that the money's sitting in a bank account, while your debts, every month you make payments on them, and every month money leaves your family, and every single month you go deeper and deeper and deeper into the debt hole. And then you feel trapped, you don't know what to do, and you don't know where to go because you decided to give up control of your money. Folks, this is the money problem. This is the money problem. And the money problem is so easy to solve, but first you need to realize there's a problem, folks. You've been taught to do this your whole life. You've been taught to just give up your good dollars so that other people, Wall Street, the banks, and I'm not even going to keep going, but they make all the money on your money. So it is time to realize that you have a money problem, and it's time for you to take back control of that problem.